Warren Willie here. I want to talk about something called the set point theory. I bring this up because I sit with people that want to lose weight a lot and for a number of years, and it seems the set point theory gets a lot of credit and blame for several conditions that I deal with, particularly the inability to lose weight. Set point theory is an idea that no matter what you do in life, how much or little you eat, how much or little you exercise, your body will find a weight it likes and stay there. And so a lot of people accuse their current inability to lose weight on their set point. A little deeper with that, if you have nothing to eat for a while, you decrease your activity and go on a mad quest for food. Once you find food, you start eating, you come back to that anticipated weight that your body likes, that set point, and stay there again. There's a lot of studies on this, particularly in our little friendly rats out there. What they do in these studies is you starve the little creatures until their appetites plummet, as does their metabolism. They stop doing what they're doing, they use less energy and kind of hang around. They sit there. You give them food, access to good, yummy food, and it speeds up their appetite, speeds up their metabolism, their activity goes back to normal. Since they're rats, most likely politics, and they go about their daily business. Human studies are a little more difficult to interpret, but the general understanding is that our set points are a bit screwier than our little rat friends. They're very dynamic, however, at the same time. In other words, our bodies preferentially and very efficiently prefer a full fat cell versus an empty one. And so our bodies protect from fat loss no matter what, especially if you keep losing it with some funky diet. Unlike our politically oriented rats out there I mentioned earlier, we tend to go beyond our previous weights as we lose weight when we gain it back, because our bodies once again are settling. They're preventing or protecting itself from that weight loss ever happening again. That's why I personally like to think of it as a settling point of the body. This is a concept that your weight and fat levels will settle at any given point based on the environment. And that's the key point. It's based on the environment. It's not just an internally regulated system. If you surround yourself with caloric dense, sugary, and fat-filled snacks, then no wonder your weight comes back so easily after you lose it, or no wonder you can't lose the weight. When you're exposed to great tasting, high fat, high sugary foods all the time, your settling point never settles and it keeps going up. So to beat our body's amazing ability to settle, change your environment. Limit the high fat, high sugary processed foods available in your environment. Exercise regularly. Adhere to a rigid sleep-wake cycle. In other words, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. And you will wind up loving your settling point.